Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for showing up. I was hoping at least somebody in Swagger Glories would pop in. Although you are, one of you who knows what's up, so you're not one of the people that needs to be schooled in what this is. Yeah. It has actually been a while since I played this, though, so I was pretty excited to get back into it. Yeah. Which is why I really appreciated this this port coming out. Because I hadn't played this in about 10 years before that port, so... Let me know if anything is weird with the stream. I made some settings changes. Honestly, I feel like I need to sit down with those and just get a full breakdown of everything Streamlabs. But I made some like bitrate changes that I think would be better instead of like max 1080p that people can't actually choose at prime time. So, all right, good, thank you. Let's see if I remember how to play this. Right. Some things I remember, some things I don't. Gotta remember that though. I always come up here and do all this stuff, but I don't think any of it is ever really useful or necessary. But it's just like reflexes. Yes, I am. If I remember how to do a item crash. I forget what. I mean, that's just regular. Let me see. We need the people that know Metroidvanias to pop in.
Dracula, die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy! You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies.
Nope, I don't remember.
Fight with them. And die.
I might not be able to do this item crash after all. I apologize. Oh yes, I remembered it. Nice. Beautiful. Oh yeah, guys, I'm playing the Castlevania Requiem port, which is the original Rondo of Blood and Symphony, but they both use the audio from Dracula X Chronicles, the PSP port. So they did a complete redub at the time. What they did was Rondo of Blood had never come to the US at that point, so they did a straight up English. Oops. Like the first English dub that was ever produced of the games. And at the same time, since they had like all those actors in the studio, they just went ahead and did a redub of Symphony the night at the same time. So yeah, the voices in this are like completely different from what you expect. They're not nearly as cheesy, which is I think that a lot of people don't like about this. Personally, I found it okay. I liked the new voices. Certainly the translation was a lot better. But yeah, if you're here for that cheesy factor, you're not going to get that in this release. I'm still getting used to the play thing too. This is a little bit of slowdown and freezing, I guess, due to my connection, because my PS4 is not wired. I might eventually play the cheesy version again. I'm sure I can track down a copy of it, but you know what? I've never played that version. All I know is that Koji Igarashi despises it,
with the
apparently.
aid of the Dark Priest shaft to menace humanity once again. The legendary vampire hunter, Richter Belmont, stood against him and at last brought him down. However, 4 years later, on a glaring full moon night, Richter...
I guess the rest of the game is okay though?
Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew
as far as like port quality?
it was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once
When
every
they're good.
century, suddenly materialized from the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces struggled for the soul of a man named Alucard. He who had once fought alongside Trevor Bell.
It wasn't exactly easy to use anything in the Saturn's power in the first place, so I'll give him that.
Himself. To purge the world of his own cursed
That's a shame,
bloodline,
actually.
Alucard had submerged his vampiric powers and fallen into what was meant to be eternal slumber. But now, he awakens to the
Yeah, I kind of want to give it a try and see what it's like. I know, even though Igarashi hates it,
the
I'm like,
eternal battle of good and
seems like it would be interesting to check
has
it out.
come full circle once more. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who will emerge victorious.
I like how he keeps talking even though the text is off the screen. They should have done something about that. Yeah, absolutely. Taking the Metro to work is not a thing that's happening right now, but I would absolutely love to be able to take the Metro to work and just boot up Symphony of the Night on the Switch. Level 1, of course. I usually like to grind the enemies in here just to get to like level 3. It's not really necessary, but I like making the opening few rooms a little easier by doing that. But then of course you get this weird bug where when you come in and out of this first room, the music keeps starting and stopping because you haven't turned on the lights in here. It's very weird. And hilarious, honestly. Almost there. This is not the most watchable content here, but should be able to run it. There we go. Alright, let's get out. Pretty much. I mean, but the question is also, like, on that line of thought, is that what all the bosses and all, like, the RPGs and action games are doing? So is, like, Dracula sitting at the end just, like, complaining about where the hell Alucard is? Wondering when somebody's gonna come to his room to beat him? I've always been curious about that. throws me, because I know this room is down here, but I'm used to the, one of the later games of the series. I think it's probably this Aria of Sorrow, where there's like, the path down to the waterways is down to the bottom left of like the equivalent of this room, and I always go down there expecting something to be there, and it's just a single room that I can't access right now. But it still always throws me. It's just like so many of the Castlevania games use this opening way with a different layout, and you get used to one, and it just like screws you up the whole time. There's an Horror game on Steam. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I didn't know there was a new
I've
one.
come to put an end to this.
Ever the insolent boy. But there'll be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I shall see you very soon.
Very different. I believe Alucard in this game is Yuri Lowenthal, in case you're curious. I can't remember who any of the rest of the voices are. But I remember the result of that was people saw the voice list when the port was announced, and they were just like, oh god, him? Which I thought was a little unfair, but again, I like this take. It's not as memorable as the cheesy version, but I do understand why people would not be a fan of it. It's also been so long since I played the original, I can't even remember what original death sounds like. That's actually better. A little bit. Alright, and since I'm actually playing on PS4, not emulating, let me make sure to save pretty often. I will say I definitely prefer the new Dracula. He is he's incredible here, and he's especially incredible in his few lines in the Rondo of Blood port. So I might play it eventually, but Rondo of Blood, like all old school 2D Castlevania, just whoops my ass horribly. Oh, whoops. I was wondering why I was getting hit. I was like, is PS4 Remote Play just swung up? I realized, oh, I'm completely not seeing all this stuff. Wow! I'm doing horribly. Okay, that's probably better positioning at least. Yeah, this is it's difficult to deal with. Oh, that's very useful. Kind of thing you wish they would like de-add to the old game or to the original course. So I'll go back to that. Trying to be so careful because it's just like it hasn't been that long since I last played it, but clearly I need to be careful because I'm just like really close to getting killed already. I've only barely started. It's super bad. Hey, how's it going, Zoro? Yeah, I slayed, but I got like 17 HP already. I just started. As like a proper Metroidvania player, this is just like... I'm really giving a bad experience for the masses here. Doing pretty good. It's nice to be streaming again. I haven't done this in quite a while. Let me try this. Also, I have a bad habit of not using my sub-weapons. But a lot of that is because you don't need them after a certain point. Like, late in the game, once I just grind for the Crusaderum, then I, like, don't need anything. So... it's a bad reflex I've got over the years. I don't think I actually need to come up here yet. I can't remember. That was so dumb. I actually have close to me. I hardly ever use any of the items like that either, but I need something. Yeah, good point. Oh man. I always spend time when I get to the Lost Library, just, I mean, it takes a while, and it's easier if you get the full a la carte gear, but every playthrough, like, without fail, I will just sit there and, get to the Lost Library and grind for it. Even if it takes me, like, 30, it usually never takes more than 15, 20 minutes of cutting the schmooze in there. I also do overkill, I grind for 2. It's like, why you really only need 1 Crusader. You'll kill everything in a couple hits with it, or like 1 hit. But for some reason I always get 2 just because I like to overkill. Oh, come on. I also grind unnecessarily for the Ring of Varda. If it's a new playthrough and you can do that, you have to beat the game on any given playthrough before it even drops. But if it's a playthrough where I can do that, I'll often get 2 of those and 2 Crusaderums, and then you can kill Dracula in like literally 1 sword stab. It's completely unnecessary, but it's fantastic. Hey, what's up, Bruno? Thanks for showing. Appreciate everybody showing up. It's yeah, it has been so long since I've streamed. It's nice to have folks here. Even if the folks are here just watching me beat crap at this game, it is still appreciated. I don't think anybody in here yet are people that are unfamiliar with Metroidvania, so I'm just like waiting for some folks to show up. Like, I don't know where Noj is at, or MKFi, or just like any of the rest of those folks. Find Zoe. There's so many people that need to be like schooled in this genre. Let's make this easy on myself. I prefer attacking here. I mean, you guys are playing not necessarily 2D platformers, but you're playing platformers all the time, so... I mean, I still made a couple of mistakes, but I feel like I've done that fight so many times. Okay, let's not use that. Right. I do need to go this way. Also, I'm having trouble remembering, like, where I need to go, because it's been so long. Whoa. Yeah, man, I could just watch people play Castlevanias, like, all day, every day. I have stuff to do, so I wouldn't do that, but I absolutely could. Did I pick up anything else? Oh, yes I did. Alright. It's a long trip. I can't remember if that's actually useful, but we'll give it a try. I mean, the attack is not one, so that works anyway. We'll see how far I can get. And of course, now I'm getting some text messages about severe thunderstorm warning. So if the stream drops for any reason out of nowhere, you know why. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen, but having a lot of thunderstorms in the DC area in the last few weeks. Oh, you know what? I don't use the Basilar very often, so I completely forgot how different it is compared to most of the swords I go for. That's probably going to take some time. That's something you get from the top right of that boss room. But I'm only going to be playing until about 9. My friend Bardic Knowledge, along with a number of other friends I have in the Ludo Musicology stream, they have a weekly Thursday night Ludo Musicology stream where they play video games and do scholarly discussion on the music as they play the game. So I've been watching that, and if I can get stream commands to work, I will actually raid them, people around them. It will be baby's first raid. I'm looking forward to it. I hate that, whatever that diamond sub-weapon is, like the most useless thing in this game. Actually, I should probably go this way. I think there's a big drop on that side. I'll have to come back anyway, but I want to circle the room. Oh, no, it's not a big drop. Anyway, I'm trying for 100% map completion as always, so that does require me to remember all the secret rooms, and I probably don't, so I'll have to look at the map later, I'm sure. Oh, the big drop was on this side, so I should have just gone down there in the first place, whoops. I know there is at least one secret room that I skipped. I don't feel like going back there for that now, so... I'm sure people do. I guess it has its uses, but it's just like I can never hit anything with it. And I have bad enough aim in this game as like already, so I basically just make a point of going for Usually axe, maybe holy water, and stopwatch when I get it, obviously, as its uses. But those are probably the only three I generally bother with on a regular basis. Tell you the truth, I don't fully understand either. It's like... It does a lot of damage, I think, if you get the angle perfect. But you have to like throw it and it has to land right on the hitbox. And it's like... yeah, good point. But at a certain point you have to stop asking questions about Castlevania because there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't make sense. This is a bad idea. I am not at a level of play where I can go down and get past all those enemies this early. Just keep going the normal way. Okay, not bad. I could have taken a lot more damage from them, so I'll count this one in. Oh, new Maria voice. Look forward to this.
Wait, are you human? What are you doing here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
Likewise. I'm Maria. And you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again. Farewell.
Okay, I'm relatively met on her voice, both old and new, but I'm interested in what everybody else thinks. Yeah, sorry, I should go back and play the old version or the original port, but again, this is like the easiest to access port, like legally. And they did not include an option in here or in the version of this port where this dub came from in Dracula's Chronicles to switch back the old voices. So if you want the original, you either need to hunt down the old copy or just emulate it. So, but if folks really want to see me play the original, I can try to do that later. But I feel like you gotta experience the whole thing, so I can't switch until like I don't need stopwatches early. So I can't like potentially switch back to an older version of the game with the original voices. Oh, you know what? Should I take the book? That might be useful. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, as I was saying, you need to experience the full thing, so like you need to actually do Dracula's voice at the end, the Richter fights. So I want to keep going with this one to allow everybody to watch those. It's probably not going to change your opinion, honestly, but after that, then I can consider playing the original. I was about to say, how do we know whether the dollar signs are just a artifact of the translation, and that's not what they are in the original time this game takes place. But then it occurred to me there's a dollar sign on the money bag too, so doesn't really work. I kind of lost my mind when I found out the like legitimate term for that concept is just wall meat. It's such a ridiculous word, but also like completely amazing. And a perfect descriptor. What was that? Nah. Stick with the book now, I got it. Down. That's technically the right way to go. There is something I want to go this way for. I want to save first of all. I can really use the double jump right now. Oh, really? That's awesome. I never did any of the escape rooms at MagFest. I should. Whenever the next MagFest actually is, where we physically go there, which I doubt will be until like 2022 at this rate, I should try that. Okay, before I go up there. Back out here and down. And honestly, the main reason I save is because I've tried this before. And especially when it's been a long time since I played this game, I will die a lot trying to do this next part. So. Or not. I think it's up. Weirdly. Wait, what? You're banned? How did that happen? I don't have the angle right. There you go. That. Oh, that's hella useful in this section. Right. Gotta go back to the original way, which is specifically that's the reason I save here. Unfortunately, I can't screen state, like save state. I mean, which means getting out of here is going to be iffy. Yeah, see? Yep. In fact, honestly, I might have to come back later.
I had hoped that you might, but all for nothing.
I didn't realize she talked there. Save state would be really useful, but yeah, that's the issue. I always want to go get that, but I can never get back out of that room past that dude because he's just so stupid hard this early in the game. But it's a shame because the Curious is useful in this section, and this boss dies a lot quicker to the Knuckles. Like super quick, stupid quick. But it's always a risk just being able to get rid of them, so I guess I'll be fighting in the old-fashioned way. Gosh. The way Graham was talking, I was worried you wouldn't show up because it's because you don't want to watch Castlevania, but good to see you. That was actually closer than I would have preferred, but... No, that was completely unnecessary. Also, the map and the options button is like so close together on PS4, so get used to me constantly pressing the wrong one this entire time I'm gonna be playing. Judging from that conversation, I'm guessing it was probably this one. It's an easy jump to mess up, but okay. I was just like standing there and watching that mouse. I mean, if anybody's gonna play any Castlevania just out of nowhere, it's probably gonna be this one, so that doesn't surprise me. It's one of the best ones, so there you go. I mean, I do have to get a Charlie elevator, so I think. I always miss that jump. Try that again. Alright, y'all buckle in. We're going to be sitting here for a while. I'm not leaving until I smash that vase. Oh, God, yes. Which makes me really wish I had gotten the Miraculous down there and been able to take it with me, but at least the blue one's still stone, so there's that. Okay, that was dumb. You know what, let me play it safe. I'm gonna save it quick. Is that the jump from the early level of that game? Because there's a trick to that jump that I found out like 25 years after the fact, and it made me like angry enough to flip a table when I found out. I mean, she has her priorities. I question the priorities, but she has them. Oh, come on. I'm wondering if I should try like a damage boosting, but I probably wouldn't be able to get it right. Oh, okay. That worked. Cool. So I should go here. Heh. Yes, that's right. I will say, for as good as Castlevania games are, their narratives are not much to write home about. If you want good narrative out of Castlevania, well, if you want anything more than just like the cursory stuff, play any of the games starting with the PS2 and on. Probably have better aspect on that. GBA and DS games are pretty good too, but yeah, you're probably not going to get much of a narrative out of anything this old. Even though I will say the narrative in this game is actually pretty good. But it's not on the level that Nix wants. I know that for a fact. Can we also just talk about how amazing this entire game's music is? Like the insane mix of genres as well. It's legitimately why Michiru Yamane is one of my favorite composers. Which actually makes it a bit of a shame that she has gone down the, I don't know if she's into like anti-vax stuff, but some of her Twitter posts recently have like gone in that direction of like weird stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of disappointing. Also, when those skulls bounce, this PS4 controller is vibrating like non-stop until the skulls stop bouncing. It's completely unnecessary, but also great. You can always tell when I've like gotten used to playing the game again after a while when I do horrible with the first Fleeman I run into, but then I get the good timing for these. Like, you can tell it's the point when I've remembered a little better just like how to control Alucard. God, these assholes. Ah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Well, I do at least have some weapons. Try and get some guys first. Okay, good. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize for kids. Kids are a thing. It's okay. I will definitely check those out. I assume Michiru Yamane composed those as well. Oh, I forgot those guys attacked me. I also forgot about these books, but I'm looking at them and I'm just like, oh, I guess Charlotte from Portrait of Ruin, like her weapons, the idea from them probably came from the books in this room. It's very neat where they just basically reuse concepts like that. You know what? I haven't actually played Bloodstained yet. I own it, and I've started it, and I've gotten, like, to the first town. But I got distracted with something else. And, I should really go back to that. Especially now that I have PS4 remote play up and running. I can
It's been
play
a
it on
long
stream, maybe.
time, old one.
Eh? Why, it's Master Alucard. Come to visit, have we?
I need your help.
Oh, but young Master, I could never betray the good Count.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
Yeah, people may not appreciate the voices, but I do appreciate the new translation, because in the old one he said, "But Master, I cannot betray the Master," which was like the dumbest choice of translation. So I very much appreciated that fix here.
Thank you.
How about this?
Open,
Thank you.
and I guess I will get... skip the library cards for now. Castlevania.
Thank you.
I will skip all those scrolls because I can just look up the... I think if I remember correctly, when you do the spell for the first time in the game, it'll just automatically show up on your inventory, so there's no need to buy any of those. Alright, I'm trying to remember where I need to go. I think down first? You need to take the Jewel of Open down to the waterways before you go to the chapel, I think. I'm not sure. No, I think you do go to the chapel first and then come back to the waterway second, so let's do that. Oh. The worst part is when you're using that super suspicious passageway late in the game and doing the, how many times do you have to jump? Like 100? To get the axe armor? And if you screw it up once, you gotta like drink a potion and spend the next 10 minutes doing it again. It's like... But I put up with it every time. Because I just, even though I don't ever use the axe armor, I just love having it in every playthrough. So. Completely unnecessary, but I can't resist myself. Alright, let's play it safe with these guys. It does help that uncursed potions keep dropping from these slabs, so if I did get hit it would be horrible, but they're annoying enough as is. Oh, the suspicious tunnel underneath him? Yeah, that's how you get the axe armor, if I remember correctly. I may be thinking of it wrong. It may be something else that you get from him. But basically you have to do the super jump underneath him to bounce him into the air. But you have to not land. You have to keep repeating super jumps without touching the ground for... It may not be 100 times. It may be less than that. But if you pull it off right, if you do it however many times required without ever touching the ground, which basically requires you to do this in the in-game when you have a whole lot more MP to do super jumps, then you get an item from him. And I think it's the axe armor, but I may be wrong. If I do have to come up this way, then I can... I think the item I skipped before in the alchemy lab was on the way, so go get that. Play it safe as always. So yeah, that's the thing about the voices in this version. It's like they gave it a new dub. The dub is competent, but it's like modern day anime in terms of the way they handle it, which completely takes away the cheesiness that everybody loved from the original. So if you're okay with modern day anime and you didn't actually care about the cheesiness, then you're gonna like this port. But if the cheesiness was like the reason you played this game, then this entire port is probably a complete travesty. Oh, come on. Alright, let me get this jump right. There's another secret room somewhere in here. I think. Not in here, but... Oh, yeah, in here after all. I'm glad I thought to check it. Dang it. It's always the other side of this, which I know since Notion said there's at least one person that I don't think knows the big thing about this game, so I won't go into detail. But it's always like the other version of that room that I never remember how to get to. Like, I'll forget exactly where it is in terms of the map and completely miss it. No, that's just regular, okay. I honestly hate those guys, but... save just to be safe. It's probably a save room right inside the chapel, so this is unnecessary, but... As we already realize, I am big on saving. Because I don't want to make the mistake Boz almost made last night. Basically. He got lucky, and I'm not that lucky, so saving it is. Alright, that's right, down this way. Y'all can tell him I said that too.
Alucard, wasn't it? We meet again.
So it seems.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle's different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. With each rebirth, it takes a new form.
And here I thought my mind was playing tricks. Well, there's nothing for it. Till we meet again.
I like you have to sit here and just wait for her to walk off screen before you can continue. There's another spot coming up that I usually grind at, depending on the playthrough. I've learned in recent times I don't need to grind there. Honestly, you don't need to grind at all in this game. But so I've stopped doing it, but it is useful. Oh, but this section is always a little bit difficult because of these guys. Which actually is why the grinding can be useful sometimes, but... I wish I thought of that before. I've never done that, actually. Shame I don't have the holy water on me to try it. Okay, so the trick to grinding in this section, if you want to grind, is first of all to kill him. You can't really do it right now because I have a sword. If I gotten the brass knuckles from the outer wall, then it would be useful. What you do is you get as close as possible to this thing without touching it, and then you duck, and then you just punch it. If you just hold the punch button, you will punch repeatedly forever, and that lets you actually kill these spike balls here. And you get an insane amount of XP from them. So if you did get the brass knuckles, that becomes a really good place to grind. If you really need to grind. That is admittedly not necessary. Like I just mentioned, you can just plow through this game without having to deal with that, honestly. Let's see if we can get that. It's another one of those annoying jumps. But I don't have an enemy to damage boost here, so. I really wish I could save state. Ah, nice. It's gorgeous, honestly. Oh, right. You can go in, and yeah. It's like I know there's something you can get, even though you can't explore the rest of the Coliseum yet, but. Just look at, the smoothness of his run cycle. There's so many little things in this game that are just amazing. I mean, you're amazed by the big things, like the background here. Like the use of 3D in this game. When they were able to just do that in the PlayStation era. But those are just there's so many little things. Like the axe armors that we'll run into later. And just how they have, Fleeman inside. Just the tiny differences that show how much the team that created this game just loved what they were doing. Good times. Let me do this again. No. There we go.
Rest your weary soul here. May the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost be with you. Amen.
Yeah, they actually added voice for that. But he was supposed to drop something, wasn't he? I don't want to sit here waiting for them to do it again. I feel like yeah, he's supposed to drop something that I can pick up, but oh well. Whatever he dropped, it was very minor. It was like a potion or something. Something I honestly don't need to stick around for, but I'm just used to staying there long enough to get it. I don't know if I want to go up there. I am extremely low on health right now. Oh, well, I don't have a choice. Well, I do have another, at least one more health item in my inventory, I think. Right, that just leads off to more area I cannot get to yet, so... Let's try to be very careful. I am pretty bad off right now. I feel like that was a waste, but so many better things I could have kept up for, but okay, the PS4 remote play is like really bad right now. Trying to make sure I kill it before I go. I want to get that completion. Means I want to try and kill everything. Can't get up there without... Well, we're gonna go this way. Yes, I can. Oh, that's the way to go anyway. Oh. Yeah, I wonder why he didn't drop it. I'll come back to the hallway later. There's no reason to do that now. Also, I don't like having to backtrack through this section. I always take so much damage in it. I think I may really have to, at some point, focus on, get rid of that. Focus on running Ethernet cable around my living room and wiring my PS4. I'm hoping that will cause this. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but like I'm having a lot of screen tearing right now on the PS4. And it's also freezing a good amount. Like every minute or so, like 60 seconds. Okay, yeah, so it's not just me. I'm thinking probably just plugging the PS4 up to Ethernet will fix that. Hopefully. Yeah, it's weird. It was good for like until I got to here. Oh, boss time. Which is not a time for it to be so choppy. Possibly. But I'm also now in a single room and it's still, well, it's a little better, so. Let's see how it goes. I usually kill him before that, so I didn't even know this thing dropped eggs like that. That's wild. There we go. That's still a little choppy though.
You look like you're doing well for yourself.
And you didn't come here to flatter me.
True. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Belmont, of course.
He disappeared about a year ago. I'm sure he's here now. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
A gentleman after all. Thank you.
We'll take care of that eventually. As a reminder, I am all about that 100% life, so you're not going to see anything but the true ending in this game. As an advanced FYI. I've never actually thought about that before now. I guess charitably she just assumed you could handle it. And to be fair, I did, so. Let's move on instead of dealing with that. Yeah, maybe you're right. It does seem to be significantly less choppy in here. I'm definitely going to try and connect Ethernet before the next time I stream, on the PS4 at least, so. I have Bloodstained on Steam, so I at least want to do that here. Yeah, pretty much. Does not really need the help. Especially not the version of Maria in this game. For those unaware... Wow. Oh, no! Damn, okay, hold on. Well, at least I didn't die while I was in the middle of it. Alright, let me fix this. Because it looks like it did not reload. There we go. Yeah, reloaded, but not in Streamlabs. So I had to bring it back, but oh well. Yeah, it could have been much worse. Let's go this way first. Just to unlock this warp room. Hey, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely need to like talk to Nudge and get some proper Streamlabs set up so I can get some like actual action going in the chat, like when people follow and when people do that kind of stuff. Oh, attack to 0. No, I'm not equipping that. Come through here. Remembering right, there's. Oh, this choppiness is literally gonna kill me. One of these platforms says something. I think. Maybe totally off base here. I know if the platform doesn't, the wall at the end will, which is what I'm actually here for, but I feel like there's one of these can break. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I guess it's just here. Oh yeah, you were right, my bad. Ah, this freezing is horrible. But he was the last one that will attack me here, so I'm good. Can I double jump up there? So on we go. Which is where? Back to the library, I think, to double jump into the room above the librarian. One thing I really do like from all the later Castlevanias is the way you come into the warp room, you can actually choose which room you're going to warp to, and not like this one where you have to go through them all in a cycle until you get the one you want. Admittedly, this game only has like 5 warp rooms, I think. But that is still hella annoying. Okay, so before I leave here... Well, let me go to the library first. I gotta go in there anyway. That's further down. Wow, that's a tree tearing. I was hoping I'd get enough levels when I got back here that I could kill these things in one hit, but at least they only do like 1 damage to me, so it's not bad. Top without that, easily at least. Oh yeah. Be very careful in this room. Honestly, section, to tell you the truth. Wow. This is really bad. I have no idea why it's having this much trouble with the connection and everything. Probably don't need to do this. I go too far in that direction. Well, I would have to anyway, so. Oh, come on. One defense, not bad. Oh, holy rod. You do need mist, and so I'm gonna have to come back here after I get mist. But there's a couple things you can get on the way that are useful, so I figured it was worth going ahead and popping in. Something about this, but I forget. I don't know what the deal is with this. I know the shield rod is actually, like, there's special stuff you can do with it. Okay, so let's see what I'm equipped. But I feel like the holy rod has something too, and I don't know if it's not like a Hadouken. And I may be completely remembering wrong, but I think there was, like, something about it. Right? Okay. Let him create at least one Mudman. Good. Just to make sure that I got Mudman, like, in my log for enemies I've killed. Because they don't show up anywhere else in this game except in this fight. Also, God, this light show he's making is, like, making my rumble go crazy. My control is just, like, non-stop rumbling. It's insane. Oof. I'm still rumbling as he dies, but not as badly as the light show. Oh, yeah, that's it. I see now. It's slightly bigger. That was the problem. I was trying it earlier, and I actually was doing it earlier, and I couldn't tell that I was doing it because it's just only ever so slightly bigger. But thank you for confirming that. No, get a look back. Stopwatch is useful, but not right now. Yeah, that's the thing. There's coming in here to get the holy rod was the main thing I wanted, but the Takamitsu is also a good two-handed weapon if you're willing to deal with it. And the Topaz Circlet was a definite help if you're going to go with some of the magic spells. So it's worth coming in here before you actually get missed. But of course, now I have to come back like later in the game to get that section. So obviously, if you're speedrunning, you're never going to want to... I assume you're not going to want to come in here until you have this, so you can save time. Alright, that's everything for now. Definitely want to save it for all that. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, I think next is pretty definitively heading down into the waterways. But let's get the bottom portion of the outer wall first, and then we'll head down there. I don't know if there's any way to get up there without that. I'm sure speedrunners can tell you. But I'm not going to even accept that. Really? You know what? The uncursed potions are kind of a waste because the curse runs out if you just wait like 10 seconds. So. Alright, so first, we're going all the way up just to save, because that is the easier save point to get to in here. I think we'll probably have time to explore a little bit of the waterways before I have to end stream and switch to Bark Knowledges. I'll see how far we can get though. Actually, let me see if I can kill this dude now. $100 is not that big of a reward for that. Yes. Right, I got confused because it didn't show it on the map, but that was because I died and my map progress down here got erased. That's why. Could have another pot roast up. Also, now that I got the Holy Rod, having the Knuckles is probably worthless, but hey, 100%. I think the Mirror Curse is not worth using at this point either, unless you just really don't want to get stoned. But I can dodge those guys pretty well now, so it's not bother. Oh, dang it. Just gonna drop all the way out of there for the map completion. Always come here and watch this. It's the cutest. I'll just watch it once, and then I'll move on. But in case you were unaware, you can actually get an achievement in this version of the game by watching the entire cycle of that bird laying the eggs and them hatching and all that. I think you also get an achievement for looking at this guy. Now on we go. Yeah, straight back this way. Best way to go. Spotted me. I should have looked too. I didn't actually mean to hit up and attack them, but. Come on. I did so much better my first time to this room. Wait a minute. That's something else. Really? Dropping that thing I passed. It's just like a single move out here with a pickup or two. I cannot actually remember, to tell you the truth. I'll look it up real quick. In fact, I will do that. Give me a second here. I think I'm safe in the spot. I remember every single song that's off the top of my head, but I don't remember a lot of the titles. No, this one is actually just called Marble Gallery. It's the same name as the actual zone. Lost Painting is the alternate version of the waterways in the library, which you don't hear until the second half of the game. Right, back up here. Lost Painting is actually one of my quite possibly my favorite track in Symphony. I can't say that. My favorite track in Symphony just like changes based on the particular week you ask me that question. But Lost Painting is definitely like in the top 5 for sure. This one coming up, which if I remember correctly is called Crystal Teardrops, is also in the top 5. Just about let me get that money. Oh, right. Let me go this way first. Lost Painting, yeah. Oh, Marble Gallery. It doesn't surprise me that's on there because isn't that one of these songs that McAfee and Sigma, their old band, played? So I figure if there is a, I don't know if he is the one that submitted it, but I figured if he submitted any VGLS songs, any games for this to VGLS, I figured it would probably be Marble Gallery. Yep. I didn't need to make that drop. Oh well. I gotta go all the way back up. I'm not saving this yet. I'm gonna come back up here, make that long trip, which I was gonna have to do anyway. On the way back down, I need to make sure to hit that run on the right. Right. Not much right here. I do not think we can break these walls. Nope. Yes, I have. There's actually 1 or 2 people that were involved in that album that I know. Darmok did one of the stages from Castlevania 3, I think. That album is a work of art, and it's also like a sacrilegious travesty at the same time. But it's great. I recommend that to everybody. If somebody wants to link that album in the chat, that would be great. I can track it down, actually, and link it myself. It's absolutely worth the playtime. Yeah, here it is. Oh no! I gotta actually log into Twitch on Streamlabs before I can chat with you guys. Come on, Streamlabs. That's absurd. Yes, I'll remember this computer for 30 days, and okay, now I can actually chat on Streamlabs. That was ridiculous. Anyway, there's a link to Happy Mania, which is a link you probably could have guessed. But yeah, I highly recommend it. The concept is exactly what you're probably thinking. It's all the music from Castlevania 1 to 3 in major key, and it sounds extremely weird, but also extremely great. Some tracks are better than others just because some tracks don't work as well in a major key, but all the tracks were sequenced by the people involved really skillfully. So, highly recommend listening to all of it anyway. But it is very hilarious. That's it for here. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. No point in saving. Careful where I drop here. Oh, that's right. You can't actually go there without bat anyway, so it wasn't that bad a thing that I missed that before. Well, bat or high jump. You can high jump back up from here and get there pretty easily. Huh. I don't think I've actually heard that. Oh, wait. You probably mean Drilling of the Drilling of Duel song on that album. It's been a while since I listened to it, but I vaguely remember that being one of the better ones, if only because it does kind of take your memories and puts a tinge on them that makes it not as like frustrating from when you played it. For those of you who have not played this game, it was not actually that easy. Okay, this section is a little bit unnerving. This much screen tearing. Oh well. Fighting bosses is not the point you want this game to be acting up like this. Come on. Well, that works. I usually don't kill this boss by getting damage from to the back, where she can't hit me, but hey. I also really like that the cloak actually does change color based on what you have equipped. Nothing else on Alucard's sprite really changes like that. With the exception of the boots, I forget the name of, that actually do change your height. There's like boots in this game. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but the description for them is like slightly increases, secret boots, that's it. Slightly increases Alucard's height, and if you put them on, Alucard's sprite is actually 1 pixel taller. It's ridiculous. And completely useless. There's no possible use for that 1 extra pixel. But it's another one of those things that shows that the creators of this game just like really had a lot of love and really wanted to put in a lot of dumb things just because they could. This is a bad idea. Not really want to bother with that section until you've unlocked the boat and or the ability to swim. So let me come back there. For now I will save again. Oh, the peanuts thing, that's insane. And you only get like 1 HP back per peanut? It's ridiculous. But the fact that they actually coded it in that when you use the peanuts, you have to throw it up and you have to stand underneath them perfectly so that they land in your mouth. Otherwise, you won't get that HP because the peanut was wasted. It's absurd. Alright. This is one of my favorite parts. For pretty brutal reasons. Check this out. That's so cool. These guys aren't as bad as the Flea Men, but they're very annoying. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on my phone because I want to see when Bardic starts streaming. Basically gonna keep playing until I reach the next save point after he starts, so I can rate him. Ah, so close. Oh well. Probably could have gotten everything on the side as I went, but I will come back often enough. It's not a big deal. Oh, right. He's actually gonna come this way first.
Welcome aboard, O Prince. Shall I guide thee across the river?
I definitely don't like his voice. Yeah, absolutely. I can deal with most of the new ones, but that one is just eh. Come back to that later. You can't go back up the waterfall, so I guess I'm just gonna have to head back up and left into the war point in the starting area, I guess. I think. Yeah, the lag is insane. I'm just kind of dealing with it for now, but yeah. Oh boy. This is absurd. I'm definitely going to work on fixing this by the next time I do anything PS4 related, so hopefully this will not happen next stream. For now, I think my only option is to come up here. Correct me if I'm wrong, because again, it's been a while since I played, but I believe the mermaid statue opens up the boat on the other side. Yes. Because I'm still taking damage from the water, so I need to hit that one point. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. warp to these rooms this time. Oh, just one. Not bad. The warp point is further. Yeah, there's a warp point down here I gotta get to, but that's gonna take a bit. So. Oh my god. This is so bad. I don't understand why it's dropping connections so often. This is honestly pretty absurd. Does anybody else who streams from PS4 have this kind of problem? Because it doesn't seem like it should be this bad. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not rating anybody tonight. I might keep playing for a bit then. I forgot there's no Ludo Musicology stream tonight because one of the people on the stream is moving about halfway across the country. So, it'll presumably be back next week. But this is so bad. So, hopefully then wiring my PS4 will solve the issue, so I will just try to make sure I do that and see how it goes. See, the thing is, I'm pulling a pause, but that's because I know that what's in these next couple rooms is not enough of a danger that I need to save. But it wasn't that the mistake he made. Just last night, he thought that like he wasn't gonna have an issue, and then got into a really bad fight. So I should probably do that anyway. There's really a save room coming up right here, though. So. Save the one at the bottom. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place, and I don't know why there's two like right next to each other here. Although admittedly you can't get from one to the other until you've gotten the either high jump or bat, but still. It's like, why two so close here? And then others all over the damn place.
That awaits, O Prince.
Ooh, that was some rumble. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? It's just... Oh. just long enough to get that thing on the platform. And then I'm going to be backtracking for map completion. For the connection to drop again. I think my vague plan now is to get to the save room after the fight with Cerberus, or before. Probably before. I think the save room is right before, for obvious reasons. They're not going to make you not be able to save until after it's done. But I'm going to get to that point and then end for the night, I think. How does that compare to this? Not worth it. Holy Rod is actually really, really good for quite a while. I'm going to be changing off that for some time. For some reason I was worried about these guys, and I think it's because how dangerous they can be in Order of Ecclesia, but they're like not dangerous at all in this game, so no reason to worry. Wow, they do still hit for a lot though. Unfortunately, now I gotta come all the way back around, I think, because unlike in some of the later Castlevania games, you cannot double jump up the waterfall in this one. So that's a bit of a trip. I never finished that earlier area, which I could probably do now. I probably should do that now, as a matter of fact. I don't think I can get there from here right now, though. You have to specifically come in from the other side. This part is a little bit annoying that there's a good amount of unnecessary backtracking. Unless you know what you're doing. Which I do know what I'm doing for the most part, but I completely forgot a good amount of this. There's that downside. See, I can take the back way up. If I can come back down here anyway. I want to go that way. Nothing else, taking the back way is easier now that I have double jump. I should just be able to hop up here. I never went in here before. Oh. Remember when I first came in this room and I was taking all that damage? I could have just saved and got that health back, but oh well. Lesson learned. Clear out all this, then immediately turn around and head back up, and then head back into the waterway. It's a reflex to get all these candles, but I need to remind myself right now that I am maxed out on hearts. And so I really only need to pick up money that drops. drop was on the left side, so it didn't really matter, but going up and around that I didn't have to deal with those things circling the floor though, so there's that. Right up here, and it's very important I hit that because I'm having so many problems with this floor tonight that I wouldn't be surprised if the connection dropping in gets me killed in this section, so let me play it safe. It's sort of horrendously choppy. Probably better that I wait to come here until after I have double jump anyway. There's a lot of items hidden in the corners here that you can't get without double jump, so. In fact, there's still a good number you can't get right now anyway, I think. Yeah, whatever that is up there, that's too high. Oh, I might not be able to get any of them. I think there's at least one. I think it's just one on the left, and that's actually the only thing I can get here. So I'll have to come back eventually, anyway, once I get that. Don't waste your time, but... What does that do? I don't even remember. Oh, maybe damage. Jeez. Not super relevant, but... I mean, if I weren't going for 100%, I'm sure I could have made a lot more progress. I don't know, like, what the records are for this, but you know how Metroidvanias tend to be, like, beat the game within 2 hours for the best endings or whatever. This one obviously is not one of those, but I'm sure speedrunners could just be tearing this game to pieces. Okay, good. This won't be so bad if I'm killing that guy that quick. I still worry about this section every time I go through it. Especially if I come through when you first could have come down here, but I try to avoid it for just that reason. Okay, that's... Let me actually fight him properly. Dang, I figured that would go away by the time I got back. But I really needed the book more than I needed our refills, so. This. Pop it here. Now, honestly, it's probably easier to not go back up there. I think it would be better to... It's not far, but it's a significantly easier trip. If I just come over here and hold over here again, I think. And if nothing else, that huge room with all the enemies in it, including all these ghosts, I'm worried that there was already some screen tearing and some slowdown. I'm going to try and do what I can to not have the PS4 freeze on me again before I'm done for the night. Oh yeah, we got missed. I just love the weather changes out here. Even though we only see it for like 30 seconds. Oh well. Big rooms are definitely part of the issue, I think. But that is not something that's going away in this game. There's a lot of big rooms in this game, so. Save it here, just in case I mess this next part up, which I'm almost certainly not, but play it safe. I also have to go back to that waterfall area eventually and get the right side of that room. But I will do that later. Thing is down here. It might be on the other side, I can't remember. Just check for sure. Oh my god. This freeze is killing me. Like it is not in this side of the room. It's on the other one, I think, down below. Anyway. Okay, I think that's where we'll stop. That's a good save point. Playing a little further than I'm into, but that's fine. And also, I can't put up with this PS4 screen tearing remote play nonsense anymore. So, I think I'm going to stop there for the night. Let me see who else is streaming. I can actually do a Even though Bardic Knowledge is not streaming, I do still want to do Baby's first raid, so let me find somebody to raid. Oh good, I'm glad that helped you out. Again, I don't remember everything, but I usually try 100% as I'm playing, so I'm constantly going through and doing that kind of thing. Let me see. Is there anybody we know? As opposed to some random person. Oh, yeah, Zarnax is streaming, and he's popped into my stream a couple times, so I think we can rate him. So Zarnax, if you're not aware, is a friend of mine. He's been part of the Overclock Remix community for quite a while. He has done a track or two here or there. Mostly he sings on tracks that other people do. One of the most memorable ones I remember him doing was a track from the Final Fantasy VI Balance and Ruin album. I believe it was... what was that theme? I can't remember. It was like the theme for the Blackjack, I think. And Zarnax was singing in a lounge style, and it was actually incredible. So I will link that song in Swagfam Discord later, and so everybody can check that out. But in the meantime, we are going to raid him now. He's playing Dragon Warrior. He usually speedruns that. So I think it'll be fun to watch him. I don't think he's like seriously. I think he's mostly practicing right now, but figure that would be fun to go ahead and do. So I'm going to raid him, and I've never done a raid before, so I don't know if it'll kick us off immediately and just go, or take a couple seconds. But since I don't know, I'm just going to say bye now and then awkwardly wait if it does. So command is in. Okay, 7 seconds. So thanks again, everybody. I will definitely stream more often. I will let y'all know next time on Swagfam Discord. So see ya.